Did a nice friend invite you over for Easter dinner? Well, it's about time to send that thank you card. This is Ann Clemmer and Stamper from StamperDog.com, starting off with these 3 stamp pads and the swoosh from this stamp set. And we already layered some pistachio pudding onto a folded piece of Coastal Cabana cardstock, and now we're going to get out 2 pieces of paper cut exactly the same size. The white is solid, but this colored typing paper has an oval that I've cut out with the Big Shot and an oval framelit. Now it's really helpful to go and layer this onto a Stampin' Pierce mat and take the leftover colored computer paper and lay this on, and you'll see why in just a second. And so now we're going to ink up that swoosh and make sure it's totally inked up. And we're going to put some pistachio pudding on it. If the mask is a little bit off, then you'll be able to tell because the white peeks out in all the wrong places. And there we've got our first swoosh. Now, on this project, it's really important that you clean your stamps, and you start off with some Stampin' Mist. Make sure that the little insignia is up in the top left corner, and then I like to stamp off any extra ink before I go and do a little wash and dry on the stamp cleaner pad. And then I'm going to make sure it's all the moisture's off by tapping it off again, and then we're going to get started on some Coastal Cabana. Now, I want to have more Coastal Cabana on here, so I am going to stamp on one side of it, and then again on the, well, you can see where I know a little bit of magic, and I can make it stamp and appear on the other side. Now, you notice you don't want to put one of the stripes right dead in the middle. Now, it just is too symmetrical for me. But if you want to do it, that's fine. So now we've cleaned it again when you weren't looking, and I'm going to make sure that my template is pretty lined up. It doesn't have to be exactly lined up, and we're going to sneak a little bit of crisp cantaloupe in here, and because it's nice to have a third color, just a little bit of a third color to make things interesting. Now, I could just stop it here, and it would still kind of favor an egg, and it doesn't have to look like an egg. I just think it kind of looks cool. But all I did was just go and ink up my swoosh again. And I'm going to put a little bit of Coastal Cabana on one end and then a little of pistachio pudding on the other. But that's okay that just a little bit showed up because it really makes it look more dimensional. And look at how it turns out. Now, according to the color coach, baked brown sugar is perfect for this. But I think it's a little bit too light. And I could put early espresso on here, but I think it's a little bit too dark. So I'm going to go right in the middle and go for soft suede and ink up this single thank you stamp, and boom, hey, there it is. Not too dark, not too light. Now you can go and bling this up with some pearls, or you can put some twine on it. You can do whatever you want. And if you don't want to miss our next great idea, make sure you find that subscribe button on here and hit it. And if you'd like to get on our mailing list where you can get some more ideas in your inbox, just click the link below to join the fun. This is Ann Clemmer and Stamper from StamperDog.com, where we put a little ink paper and fun into your day.